Değerli konuklar, konferansımızın oturumlarını böylece tamamlamış bulunuyoruz. Şimdi kapanış konuşmalarına geçiyoruz. İlk olarak Avrupa Konseyi İnsan Hakları ve Hukukun Üstünlüğü Genel Müdürlüğü, İnsan Hakları Politika ve İşbirliği Daire Başkanı Sayın Mikhail LOBOV'u konuşmalarını yapmak üzere sahneye davet ediyoruz.
Dear President of the Constitutional Court of Turkey, Mr. Arslan, distinguished judges, dear colleagues and friends, this project has lasted, as it has already been said, for 45 months and 10 days, and we are now coming to the very last moments of the project, and we are still hungry of continuing our discussions. So I apologize at the outset that concluding remarks come to interrupt the exciting exchanges we have just had, and I should say that it is a very good sign. It is a very good sign for our project. Indeed, our project has been exceptional in many respects. It has been exceptional on account of its duration, on account of the number and density of the activities we have conducted, and most importantly, I would say, on account of our common and very coherent understanding of the way forward. There was not a single day during almost four years of our activities when this understanding was challenged. On a more personal note, I should say that when the individual application was introduced in Turkey in 2010 and then effectively implemented since 2012, I was, like my colleague and friend Attila Nalband, head of legal division in the court's registry in Strasbourg. And I should say that many lawyers from different countries, including my own country, were so envious vis-à-vis Turkey that Turkey has received a full convention instance, full national instance to be exhausted before an application could be lodged with Strasbourg court. So many countries do not still enjoy this wonderful procedure. And I was so happy once back to the Director General of Human Rights and Rule of Law to be involved in the first project and then now in the second project, which is intended to implement this new procedure and make it fully effective in practice. So what is the way ahead? Of course, there are outstanding issues. Our discussions have showed them very well. I will not repeat them. Maybe mention the question of enforcement of judgments of the Constitutional Court, and I would even say more than enforcement, implementation of those judgments, which means that judgments should be really followed in a meaningful manner by all instances of Turkish Republic. The question of legal reasoning. So all these questions have been mentioned and repeated on numerous occasions during our conference. And of course, there is enough to take those issues over in a new project. And I can say at the outset that we are looking to a new project to continue our activities. And of course, what makes me optimistic about a new project is that we still have this common understanding about outstanding issues and about the way to address them. I hope this project will come rather sooner than later, but of course you know that it's a lengthy process and many issues need to be settled. But whenever this project will come, hopefully during the next year, I can assure you that our communication between Strasbourg and the Turkish Constitutional Court, but also other courts and all other authorities, will not stop in the meantime. So this is a continuous dialogue, continuous communication, which is, I would say, of utmost importance, not only for the functioning of the Turkish judicial system, but I would say for the functioning of the whole convention system, because the convention system is primarily based on dialogue and communication between member states and between them and Strasbourg institutions. So let me conclude with the words of thanks, because there are so many people who contributed and made this project happen. So first and foremost, of course, our main partner, Constitutional Court of Turkey, and I have a particular pleasure to thank the President Jutu Arslan and the Vice President Elgin Eldrim for their cooperation, but also all judges of the Constitutional Court who were present during this conference, all judges, rapporteur, and all staff of the Constitutional Court for their very meaningful and very constructive cooperation. I would also like to thank all superior courts, other superior courts of Turkey, because they allowed actually to realize this, the main key aim of this project, which was to set a very fluent communication on different levels, first between Constitutional Court and Strasbourg Court, but also between Constitutional Court and Superior Court of Turkey, Court of Cassation, Council of State, and of course at the lower level as well, with the Courts of Appeal. And I would like to thank all judges, all Turkish judges who took part in this communication and actually enhanced this communication. Again, communication is primordial within the convention system. I would like to thank Ministry of Justice, which is our very good partner of the Council of Europe in many projects, but also in this one. So thank you very much for your close cooperation. And I was really delighted to hear recently the statement by the Minister of Justice saying that the European Convention on Human Rights and its application in practice could be considered as one of the criteria in the assessment of judges' performance. So we think it is really a very, very important step forward, and we really praise this intention. So the High Council of Judges and Prosecutors was also active actor within the project, and Justice Academy. So I should say a special word about Justice Academy, which played an important role in the first phase of this project, and we are really satisfied with the re-establishment of Justice Academy, which is our main partner in many other projects conducted by the Council of Europe. So it's really one of the pillars of our cooperation. So we were happy that Justice Academy was on board for this project too. Union of Turkish Bar Associations. Of course, nothing could be done in the legal system without lawyers, so we very much appreciated their involvement. We would like them to be involved even further, as it was said by their representative, in our next project. Now, coming to our international partners. So, of course, special thanks to the European Union. European Union is a privileged partner of the Council of Europe in all our activities, in all countries, but Turkey is a special case in the sense that we have a wealth of projects, probably most of projects in this country because of its scale, and the European Union really is making our projects successful, and we're looking forward to work on further projects with the European Union. CFCU, Central Financial Contract Unit, you can imagine the wealth of programmatic work to realize a project like that. So, of course, we are grateful for their cooperation, and we are looking forward to working for a new project with them. Now, I would like to come to our experts, because of course, the expert component of any project is the most important. And when it comes to the knowledge about the European Convention, expert knowledge is first to be considered. So I would like to thank, first of all, our in-house experts, representatives of the European Court of Human Rights. So judges of the European Court of Human Rights who intervened in this project here in Turkey, in Strasbourg, lawyers of the European Court of Human Rights, representatives of the Venice Commission, which is a very important organ and expert body in the area of constitutional law. I would like to thank our international experts, which intervened on behalf of member states. So here we saw very distinguished speakers during this conference from Germany, Croatia, Spain, and Slovenia, but there were many more countries involved. So thank you very much for their involvement. And last but not least, I would like to thank our national trainers. So this is what created the real ownership of the project in Turkey. So we can really say for sure that national experts and national participants have full ownership of this project. We have prepared more than 100 national trainers, and this is what distinguished this project, because this created a genuine ownership, and this is what we need to target at in all our cooperation projects and other areas. So now, thanks for cooperation to the Council of Europe office in Ankara, to our project team, which is composed of highly able lawyers in Ankara and in Strasbourg, and of course, last but not least, to all our interpreters, including those who interpreted this very fascinating and very complex conference. So thanks again, and looking forward to see you very soon. Thank you very much.